You are welcome to Chapter 11, Competitive Advantage in High-Tech Industries, taken from our main topic, Technology Strategy for Managers and Entrepreneurs. Today's learning objectives: understand how to analyze the attractiveness of an industry, explain how the 5 forces model can be used to figure out industry attractiveness, define the value chain, understand how to analyze a value chain, and the strategy decisions that can be made on the basis of a value chain analysis. Explain why some industries operate through dynamics of creative destruction, while others operate through dynamics of creative accumulation. Identify the industry conditions that make small, new, and large established firms more innovative. Describe a competitive advantage. Define resources, capabilities, dynamic capabilities, and core competencies. Explain how core competencies lead to core rigidities. And finally, define strategic dissonance. Industry analysis. An important part of the technology strategy is to analyze the attractiveness of an industry. Some industries are more attractive than others, making the companies in them consistently more profitable than those in other industries. Profit as a percentage of sales for manufacturing industries between 2001 to 2005. Looking at the table, we can see industry on the left and profit as a percentage of sale on the right. With industry, we have beverage and tobacco products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 14.10. We have electrical equipment, appliances, and components, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 10.94. We have chemicals, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 10.46. We have miscellaneous manufacturing, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 8.36. We have petroleum and coal products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 7.50. We have apparel and leather products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 5.84. We have food, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 4.34. We have fabricated metal products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 4.16. We have furniture and related products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 3.42. We have wood products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 3.28. We have printing and related support activities, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 2.98. We have machinery, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 2.96. We have primary metals, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 1.98. We have paper, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 1.98. We have transportation equipment, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 1.96. We have plastics and rubber products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 1.94. We have textile mills and textile product mills, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 1.64. We have non-metallic mineral products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is 0.14. And finally, we have computer and electronic products, and its profit as a percentage of sales is minus 0.58. 5 forces model. The level of industry attractiveness depends on 5 dimensions. Number 1 is the buyer power. This measures the degree of power that customers have over companies in the industry. Number 2 is supplier power. This measures the degree of power that suppliers have over companies in the industry. Number 3 is threats of new entrants. This measures the ease of entry into the industry. Number 4 is threat of substitutes. This measures the likelihood that new products or services will substitute for those supplied by the industry. And finally is degree of rivalry. This measures the degree of competition between firms in the industry. 5 forces model. Looking at the flow chart from the top, we have the threat of new entrants. The threat of new entrants is the threats new competitors bring into established businesses within an industry. And on the left is determinants of supply power. Determinants of supply power refers to factors that influence the supply of certain goods and services. These factors include the price of inputs, the company's technology, future expectations, and the number of sellers. At the center, we have rivalry among existing firms. Competitive rivalry is a measure of the extent of competition among existing firms. Intense rivalry can limit profits and lead to competitive moves, including price cutting, increased advertising expenditures, or spending on services or product improvements and innovation. On the right, we have the determination of buyer powers. The determination of buyer power is high when buyers are more concentrated than sellers. And finally, at the bottom, we have the threat of substitute products. With the threat of substitution, companies are concerned that substitute products or services can easily replace theirs. So the threat of substitution increases when rivals or companies outside the industry offer customers more attraction or lower costs per product. The value chain is a description of the activities that are used to produce and deliver a product to customers. Examining the value chain will help with technology strategies in several ways. Number 1, it helps to determine where most of the value creation lies in an industry. Number 2, it determines whether it makes sense to focus on a different stage of the value chain if the location of value creation in an industry changes. Number 3, it offers insights into whether new or established firms will be more effective at innovation. Number 4, it suggests how companies can create competitive advantage at different stages of the value chain. And finally, number 5, it helps with decisions about ownership of different parts of the value chain. Regimes of creative destruction and creative accumulation. 2 dynamics used by major companies are: number 1 is the dynamics of creative destruction. Here is where entrepreneurs come in with their own businesses, take on established businesses with fresh ideas, upend conventional production methods, distribution and organization, and eventually replace the established businesses. The second is dynamics of creative accumulation. This is a place where entrepreneurs come in and present their novel ideas to well-established businesses. However, new businesses typically struggle with well-established ones, as established businesses defend their outdated methods of production, distribution, and organizational systems. The value chain in mobile phones. Looking at the process chart, number 1 in the process is wireless platforms run by Qualcomm and Ericsson. Number 2 in the process is handset manufacturers by Nokia or Samsung. Number 3 in the process is application providers by Lightsoft or WebRasker. Number 4 in the process are content developers run by CNN or Disney. Number 5 in the process is wireless operators run by Singular or Nextel. And finally, number 6 in the process is retail outlets run by Best Buy and Circuit City. Capital intensity. Established firms are better than new firms at innovation in capital-intensive industries because new firms need to finance innovation through external capital markets. Advertising intensity. Established firms are better than new firms at innovation and advertising intensive industries because advertising is subject to economies of scale and takes time to have an effect. Effects of advertising on sales. Looking at the line charts, from the y-axis on the left, we have the sales, and on the x-axis at the bottom, we have spending on advertising. Spending on advertising, at first, there is little effect, and spending more on advertisement of sales, the effect begins to kick in. Spending more and more on advertisement of sales is when we have the diminishing returns. Concentration. New firms are worse than established firms at innovation in concentrated industries because concentrated industries provide firms with market power. Average size of firms. New firms are better than established firms at innovation in industries where the average size of firms is small because the disadvantages of being a small startup firm are minimal. Average firm size per industry over time. Looking at the y-axis on the left, we have number of employees ranging from 0 to 70, and the x-axis at the bottom, we have company sectors such as the agriculture, mining, construction, manufacturing, transport, communication, and public utilities. We have fire, we have wholesale trade, we have retail trade, and other services. On the bar chart, we can see the manufacturing sector happens to have the highest average firm size with a number of employees ranging from above 40 and just below 70. The second in position is the mining sector, and the number of the employees is ranging between 20 and just above 30. The third on the list are transportation, communications, and public utilities, and the number of employees is ranging from just above 20 and below 30. A resource-based view. The creation of sustainable competitive advantage (CSA) depends on resources and capabilities. Resources. Resources fall into three major categories. Number one is tangible. This includes plant and equipment, raw materials, and financial reporting systems. Number two is intangible. This includes trade secrets and relationships with customers. Number three is human. This includes employees' knowledge, skills, and abilities. Resources do not completely explain competitive advantage because different companies transform resources into products and services differently. Capabilities. Capability is the knowledge or skills about how to undertake a particular activity. Capabilities can be found in all parts of a company, such as in the skills, knowledge, and ability that employees have accumulated over time in the process of doing their job. Other capabilities reside in an organization's processes, such as those for product development, production, purchasing, supply chain management, and marketing. Competitive advantage occurs only when efforts to transform resources into products are valuable, rare, non-substitutable, difficult to imitate, and durable. Otherwise, it will not be superior to that of other firms. Core competencies. Capabilities are core competencies if they are used to generate value across a wide range of firm activities. Core competencies are often created through the coordination of different activities or technologies. Core competencies allow firms to expand successfully into new product markets. Core rigidities. The inability to do new things in areas outside of the firm's core competencies often limits the way in which people can work together or solve problems and what activities they believe are acceptable and unacceptable. Strategic dissonance. Conflicts or strategic dissonance arise where there is a complete misalignment between managers' goals and company actions. It indicates the need to change strategy. Companies are most successful in responding to strategic dissonance by evaluating information on the misalignment, gathering information from frontline employees, and finally, devoting organizational resources to the new direction. We have now come to the end of the 11th chapter. Continue to create inspiring technologies and see you in the next lecture.